For all of us in this world, one thing we need the most is love. But it is really hard to give this love to all, especially to those who hurt us. In life, getting hurt is a common thing, both emotionally or physically. This hurting can be done or will be done because of two reasons. One, fault on the one who's getting hurt or being hurt. Second is fault on the one who's hurting the other one without accepting their own mistake. Loving the second kind of people is really hard. Here, let's take a lesson from Joseph, a young man in the Bible. At an age of 17, he was a boy who would bring evil reports about his brother to his father. He had 11 brothers, and this guy was loved by his father Jacob more than any other. But his brothers hated him because he had a dream and he shared to them. And secondly, because of the love Jacob showed on him alone. So one day, his brothers planned, and in short, they hurted him physically and sold him to Ishmaelites. And these men sold him into Egypt unto Potiphar, who was an officer of Pharaoh's. In Potiphar's house, there was a problem for Joseph, but Bible says God was with him. Many times in our life, we used to think, if God is seeing me, why should I cross all those things? And why all these problems are coming into my life? But one thing, my friend, God is watching you and He is with you. Coming back, this problem was because of his wife. And she called Joseph to lie with her and commit sin. But Joseph refused, saying, I can't sin against God. And one day this wicked lady tried to force him, but he ran away. So she turned the story as Joseph tried to force her to lie with him, but she stouted and he escaped. Such a big lie. And all believed. Just imagine the situation of Joseph. How emotionally he would be hurt. They threw him in prison. Remember this, we will come back. In prison too, Bible says Lord was with Joseph. And again in short, Lord showed mercy on Joseph and he was raised as Prime Minister of the whole of Egypt. Now he is a man next to king. And there came a severe famine in all places of Egypt and around it. And he was a man who saved the food during the time of prosperity. Now hearing this, his brothers back in his place, who totally didn't have any clue about Joseph, came to Egypt for just food because there was no food in their land. And those brothers who threw him pit and sold him to Egypt came in front of Joseph. And Joseph recognized them, but they didn't recognize him. Now, they were the one who hurted him. And the reason became all the struggles of Joseph. He had a good opportunity to revenge them, but he didn't do it. Indeed, he showed love on them, and next time he hugged them and cried and showed his love. He gave love to them for their hurt. How did he do it? And there is a secret. In Genesis chapter 50 verse 20 says, He said, But as for you, he thought evil against me, but God meant it good. Here, Joseph didn't say, God made it good, but he said, God meant it good. Because he believed God didn't change this hurt into success, but all the things that he went through was in God's plan already. And that is the reason he is able to love his brothers. Today, many may cause us evil and hurt us and want us to be down in life. Believe it, it may be in God's plan, and don't hurt them when you get the opportunity. Desire to love those men wholeheartedly from now on. Coming to Potiphar, he was a government servant and Joseph was the one who was above him. And he, the Potiphar, is the one who threw Joseph into prison. Now Joseph was in big hands. He would take him revenge. But there was no clue that he took revenge on Potiphar and his family. But indeed, he provided him food for him and his family. And God kept Joseph above all of them who hurted him badly in life. But he learned one thing, to love all of them who even hurted him badly. Today I believe God will lift you above all the one who hurted you. And before that, learn one thing, to love all of them who even hurted you. Just give love to the hurt you receive. Let God give you the strength for that.